All right, if you're inserting a movie drop into a commercial, there's a couple of things you're going to want to do to clean up your audio so it fits into the mix a little bit better and it sounds a little smoother. So those things are, you want to get rid of unnecessary low and high-end information in the audio. And you can do a little bit of research on this, look up graphic equalizer, learn a little bit about how sound is at different frequencies. But here's what you need to know for this particular lesson. That in this particular clip here, which by the way is my favorite from Empire Strikes Back because I tend to not live in the moment, Yoda's got me pegged on this one.
This one, a long time have I watched. All his life as he looked away to the future, to the horizon, never his mind on where he was, what he was doing.
All right, you don't realize it, but there's a lot of sound information in there that you don't need because what you're interested in is you're interested mainly in Yoda's voice. Now, it's not going to eliminate all the other stuff, the music, so you just hear his voice, but what we're going to do is get rid of some external information that will make things muddy if we don't get rid of it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you here with filter and EQ, graphic equalizer, 20 bands. I've got a preset called all down. I've turned this range up all the way to 120 dB, and I've turned all the graphic equalizer selectors down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through this clip. On the left-hand side is the low frequency, on the right-hand side is the high frequency, and I'm going to just show you that there's information in there, and there's sound that we don't want that we're going to get rid of. So here we go. See, all that stuff is in there and we don't want it. And the same is on the high end as well. Listen to this. And the high end, you're not going to be able to hear it, but you'll be able to see it down here on the meters that there's audio there. But that audio is doing us no good, so we want to get rid of it before we increase the overall volume of the track. So to get rid of the low stuff, here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Go to favorites. I like to use, once again, we're in filter and EQ, FFT filter. And I like this custom. Actually, it's not a custom. I customized it. But go to the kill the mic rumble preset. And that's going to cut everything 80 hertz and below off. And that's fine. I can prove to you here that it's not even going to make a difference. Listen.
This one, a long time have I watched. All his life as he looked away.
Okay, so you don't hear any difference on the voice, but what you're getting rid of is all that kind of stuff that would sound cool in the movie theater, that rumble, but we don't want that in the commercial. So I'm going to click apply, and you're going to even notice that the waveform is going to change a little bit. Okay, so we've done that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is get rid of the high-end stuff. And I'm going to do that in filter and EQ 20. And I'm going to go to this Yoda preset where I've rolled off the 16K and the 22K. I've also done a couple other things in here. I know the human voice, or even a Yoda voice, a Muppet voice, tends to live kind of in this area here. So between the 1K and the 5.6K. And when you're making graphic equalizer changes, you don't want to make big changes, just small little changes. And what I've done is I've boosted up some little frequencies to where I think it sounds a little bit better. There again, I'm not great at this, but it works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click apply. So I've gotten rid of the low stuff. I've gotten rid of the high stuff. I've done a little tweaking in the middle. Now I'm going to go up here and increase the overall volume. I don't want it to go off the screen like this, but I want those peaks to almost go to the edge of the screen. About like that would be fine. You'll notice a couple of the peaks go all the way off, but that's okay. The odds are they won't distort. And there you go. Now your audio is cleaned up. So let's compare the two. So what you're going to hear here is a piece of audio where I just turned up the volume, and then a piece of audio where I took off the low on the high end. And it's going to lay in your commercial mix a lot better and interact with the other pieces. So here's the volume adjustment only. And you're not going to hear a change in the voice. You will hear a change in the way the music sounds, but we're not interested in that.
This one, a long time have I watched. All his life away to the future, to the horizon, never his mind on where he was. He was. what he was doing.
So there you go. That's how you can clean up some of your audio to drop into your commercial. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know.